It's Madden NFL 23.
And the question is, are you ready for some football?
It's the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. For TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
I love his football IQ. I love his ability to have people rally around him. And as he likes to remind me all the time when I get ready to call one of his games, I can run it a little bit too. A nice presence to have on your team.
First and 10 for Dalton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And this tells the story right here. As a unit, negative yards passing through 2 quarters of play. That is something you almost never see. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. First half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's Dalton. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Now Dalton. Pass complete. Thomas.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A give to Kamara running right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Well, this one was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.